Sibling bonding is one of the most beautiful things that a parent can encourage and reinforce in the family. It's something that you're investing as a family because that's what's going to reap rewards when they grow up. They're going to have a supporting structure. How do we encourage it and how do we facilitate it as adults and as a family? Again, I have a beautiful acronym. It's called VAKC. It's VAKC, not VSEK. It's based on how children learn or anything that we want to teach them. So V is the visual, A is the auditory, and K is what they do. So when I say VAKC, get them to see more things which help them to understand the bonding they have with their sibling. It could be very simple things like putting down those special moments where their siblings are together, they're fighting, they're playing, they're kind of hugging, whatever. Take those moments, capture them, put it into pics and make it a scrapbook or put it on the walls, their rooms, wherever possible. Get them to see more, create the visual impact of the bonding. Another thing that can be done to increase or enhance the visual cues in the environment that bring around the bonding is to actually encourage the child to pick up things in the physical environment and make it a symbol of bonding. For example, it could be like you take the sibling and say it's your brother's birthday or sister's birthday. Would you like to give them something? What would you want to give? What's that something special? And actually give them and put it in the other child's environment. So every time they see that, they're reminded of the bonding. It could even be simpler things like smaller chores like keeping the books for the other brother or sister and getting things tidy while they've gone out to play. So these small reminders which tell us that there is another person in the environment who cares for me, who's part of my system, and we are together as a family. So that's on the visual impact. Another very essential thing, as I said, from VAKC is the auditory. What are we giving, what are the things that the child is hearing in the environment about the sibling and the bonding? What are the kind of things we are talking about in the family? We have had experience where, one of the parent comes and say, that's your brother, leave it. If we are doing that and then expecting the child to have a bonding, there's no way. We have got to intentionally, consciously bring around an environment where we are fostering the bonding, where we are coming down and saying that, oh, it's your brother and see he's done this, why don't we go and appreciate, or why don't we you both have done this great, encourage moments where they've together done something. So, consciously creating the kind of messages we are having in the family and also doing a lot more things together as a family. The next part of it is the doing part. K is kinesthetic, doing part. This has got to be fun because fun is naturally bonding. Encourage more of family times, play times. It could be very simple things like pillow fight. It could be, water games, things where you bond, where specifically if you're encouraging sibling bonding, the two brother-sister combination needs to be on one team and the parent on the other. So while it is playing, unintentionally there is a lot of bonding that is happening. And these moments, the more and more you intentionally create into the family, at a later point of time, it becomes like, okay, that's my brother and I cannot do without him. Another very interesting thing to look at is they're two different individuals and rarely will you find something common. If one wants to do one thing, another wants to do the extreme. But as parents, as a family, it's essential for us to really look at what are the commonalities and encourage them more. Could be very simple things like both of them might like to run. So let them actually go into such activities where the commonality is fostered, where they can build more bonds together. A lot of family time is definitely the essential to build the bonding in siblings.